The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by the hosts are for entertainment purposes only and do not necessarily reflect those of RJV Media Lab, Inc., its affiliates, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Them boys, they cutting up. Are you not entertained? Let me put you up on game. Cutting up with the gang. Cutting up, can't restrain. Are you not entertained? Let me put you up on game. Cutting up with the gang. Cutting up, can't restrain. Cutting up. Them boys, they cutting up.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
boys and girls,
ladies and gentlemen,
boys and girls of all ages,
welcome to another illustrious and exuberant episode of Cutting Up with your boy D and the boy D and the boy Elroy, and to my right, the main man C Murder.
What's good?
What's happening then?
How y'all doing? And like we always say, please like,
how y'all doing?
share, and comment, and keep your notifications on and let us know when we've been.
How y'all doing?
Yeah, I saw something. That's all.
How y'all doing? I say, how y'all doing?
Seems like
I'm doing one man blessed, highly favored.
I can't really complain.
I am complaining. I'm pissed. I'm highly favored, but I am highly anticipated this day in this time of my life.
Now, I got a question for you before you go on to your rant.
I got 15 minutes before I can do so, though.
Okay.
I'm on
okay,
it. I'm with you.
Thank you.
I'm with you, bro. I'm already anticipating what I'm going to do
Well,
here.
since we go,
You know? I'm already anticipating this guy. You know, I'm ready today, baby. We're ready.
So what we're going to do is this.
We're ready.
D,
Let's go.
D, what we're going to do is this.
Let's do it.
What we're going to do
What we
is
going to do, my boy?
we're going to swerve.
Swerve.
We're going to swerve.
Swerve.
We're going to jump so you can cut up, you know what I'm saying? Give you a little time. We're going to start with something else. We're going to start off in the association. Let's do that.
What I will do is give a great and utter great illubrious big up to the big up to the Los Angeles Lakers. For
I wasn't even going that
showing.
route. I was just trying to doggone kill time.
For their great showing against the Oklahoma City Thunder, in which I didn't think they have that in them. I didn't think you had that.
I told you.
I didn't think you had that.
I told you.
Hey, guys. Hey,
number
way
three
to go.
Number 3 in the West.
Way to go.
Hey, question though.
You.
In all fairness, we do both agree that the West is wide open, right?
Yeah, I will say that. Yeah.
Now, my question to you is, keep in mind, a healthy LeBron,
Right.
No. We're not going to do that. A healthy Lakers team.
Right.
That throughout this course of the last 10, 15 games have started gelling again like they were doing right before LeBron got hurt.
Right.
Who do you see in the Western Conference Finals with the way teams are playing right now going into the playoffs? Just the West now, right now.
Now, let me look and see the way it's set up first, because that'll dictate who would be there.
Right now, we're looking at playing Golden State in the first round. You know what I'm saying? Because they number 6. And they're saying, but the only thing that's a lock is 1 through 3, 4 through 8, I think.
4 through 10.
It's tied.
It's
all
close.
of them got
it's close.
No. Like, I'm talking about the ones that all had the same loss of 32 games. I think it's like 5 of them.
Let's see.
They were talking about it on ESPN. Like, I think it's like 5 of them. So they're still playing musical trails. So that might change
4,
too.
5, 6, 7,
see what I'm saying?
and 8, which is Denver,
Yeah.
Clippers,
Yeah.
Golden State, Minnesota, Grizzlies. Damn, I didn't know that. All of those have the same losses, but Denver has one more win. So all of the others are 46 and 32. They're the only one that's 47 and 32. That's why they're at 4 above everybody.
But I think they're just a half a game. I don't even think it's a full game.
Half game.
Yeah, because they just got their head bust the other night.
Yeah, they got a half game up of the Clippers, and like you said, it's a big. I didn't even know they had a.
Yeah, G, that's why I was asking.
Remember, I kept saying. Remember, I told you.
Oh, you said.
Remember, I said that. I said, man,
we talked about what the Lakers was going to be.
Right, I said, man, it's the next 18 games, everything's close. And I told you, because you played everybody in the West, it could dictate where you stood.
But what I told you about OKC, I don't see them coming out the West.
Said that. Remember what I said? I said no. I said OKC's a great regular season team. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I'm not taking anything from him, is a great talent, but he just puts me back into Russell Westbrook when he was winning MVP.
Understood.
Stat chasing. Stat chasing, but stat padding. He's a great regular season player.
I really want Golden State to either move up or lose and go down a spot, because I would love to see LeBron and Steph go at it in the Western Conference Finals.
So right now,
honestly,
so you wouldn't want to see. So you don't want to see them play that early.
Right. I would love to see them. I would like to see them clash in the Western Conference Finals. So, that's what I'm saying. Like they were saying right now, the Lakers are pretty much going to probably go into the playoffs at that number 3 spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Excuse me. But, Golden State is on fire. I'm not trying to say nothing about them losing, but
only 4
I would love to see somebody else lose and they move up just so we can dodge them and don't have to play them. You know what I'm saying? Unless we play them in the Western Conference.
Only 4 games left.
4 or 5.
Yeah, 4
like
games.
That.
I see y'all got 4 games. I think Denver has 3.
Cause we got to play OKC again
Another game
Tuesday.
y'all play them
Tuesday.
Tomorrow. Yeah. So y'all still got Golden State one more time on it.
I think. And Houston.
Okay, y'all already played Golden State. No, y'all played Golden State before y'all played New Orleans.
Gotcha.
So y'all got them out.
Yeah, and they
y'all got
beat
4
us.
games left. Thunder on the 8th. Back-to-back, you got Mavericks. 2 days off, you got Houston. Then 2 days off, you in Portland.
So we'll beat Portland.
So how you think you go in those 3 out of those 4? What's your record?
It depends on how they do it. Because I'm just saying, like, keep in mind, D, if they already lock in at 3 and they can't go nowhere, they might sit folk. You know what I'm saying?
Remember this, though. Remember the person that said 2? It's Houston.
Right.
So I'd say, depending on how
many games they in front of us?
Let's see. I want to say only maybe 1.
If it's just a 1.
Nah, they got you by 4.5.
That's what I'm saying. We locked.
So, yeah, y'all locked. They locked in at 2.
Yeah, so we beat.
Yeah.
See, the thing about them is we might beat them because they going to sit folk if they are locked at 2. You know what I'm saying? Then.
But, would you rather stay where you are or fall?
I'd rather stay at 3.
You want to see Golden State. You'd just rather see Golden State fall.
I know I can beat Golden State in a 7-game series, but the thing about it is I know it's going to be hard. I ain't saying no sweep or nothing like that. Probably whoop their ass in like 6. You know what I'm saying? But
because you will have Golden State, Denver be slated with the Clippers, and then you have your play-in is Minnesota.
But see, that's my thing, D. Like, that's all I'm saying. By them being so tight, if, 4 through 8, it's like, shit, somebody lose, somebody keep winning, they might change, and we might not even see them. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, that's why I said, because y'all
they might
tight.
keep playing.
Yeah,
because, if they lose anything, they might be in the play-in.
Yeah, because you got to look at
they
it.
Got to play.
All those teams at a time. So depending on who, you know what I'm saying, who wins and how their schedules are set, I think a lot of them, I don't know, I have got to look at those schedules and see if they're as West-based as yours.
Gotcha.
See, yours are all West-based for the rest of the way, you know what I mean?
Right.
Which
I think
really
pretty much
everybody
is. I don't think nobody else is playing outside of their conference. Like, ain't nobody in the East going West, ain't nobody in the West going East. I think that's all over with now. Last 4 games, you're going to pretty much stay on your side, so you ain't going to be too far. You know what I'm saying? Give them couple of days break.
Okay,
rest
now
a couple of folk.
They got, and they schedule kind of, to me, it's kind of weak. They got 1 at the end, so they're going to have to probably play.
Who?
Golden State. They're going to have to play.
Yeah, they got to play.
Phoenix.
Because they can't afford to lose.
San Antonio.
Phoenix is over with. They just trying to beat folk to spoil
Then
it.
they got Portland, but they end out with the Clippers last game.
They got to beat the Clippers.
That's why I said they're going to have to play. You feel what I'm saying?
Then
the Clippers.
And the Clippers got to play too. Because they both trying to jock for a position. Clippers
Yeah,
and
'cause
Golden
the Clippers,
State.
they got the Spurs, then they got Houston, then they got Sacramento, and they got the Warriors.
See, they both should win every game, and it ought to be a toss-up for that last game of the season for them.
So I'm gonna say it all depends on who.
Who you think got the better team, a healthy Clipper team or Golden State right now by the way they playing?
But only reason I'm gonna have to say it is because of pure playoff experience. I'm gonna have to say Golden State.
I can't argue with you.
I don't got no faith in James Harden in the playoffs, bro. I'm sorry, but I'm just not. You're gonna have to. I'm not.
I can't argue with you on that.
If you're gonna tell me James Harden versus Steph Curry, then you give him Jimmy Butler.
But
and I don't see no, and I'm not. Then Paul George, like who over?
My only gripe.
Then I think Maxey out, ain't it?
Actually,
I mean, what's the other dude name? I'm thinking about the other 7 season.
Yeah.
What's the other dude? I think they got one of the other players out, ain't it?
I don't know, but my thing is at the end of the day, the Clippers are hot, been playing good, and they got more depth than Golden State.
I just don't have no
in the
faith
7
in James
game,
Harden, bro.
In the game with all the money on the line, oh man, where they playing at?
They'll have to play at Golden State.
They are playing in Golden State.
Talking about the last game?
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah.
It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, they gonna be in Golden State, buddy.
It's gonna be hard.
Yeah. San Francisco Chase Center.
Step might cook for about 50 something.
That's what I'm saying. And then
they don't play defense, and hey, what you call it?
Don't neither one of them play defense. You know what I mean? So
what you call it? Play the defense is I would say is better.
Who?
Kawhi, but hey, that's a big if.
It all depends on how healthy he want to be at the time of play.
I like the way you put that.
You know what I'm saying?
I like the way you put that. That was real slick.
You know what I'm saying?
The way, as healthy as he want to be.
As healthy as he want to be, you know what I'm saying? So, you don't know what Kawhi gonna give you, bro, till what he decide to give you. They ain't know what he gonna give you. He just decide, so...
Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Yeah,
no.
so because look at what you got. You got James Harden, who you just really have no confidence in, and Kawhi Leonard, who you just really same thing ain't got no confidence in. Which you seen Kawhi lead a team by his, with some great other players, because people all want to say by himself, but they forgot that Fred VanVleet was on that team and Siakam was on that team. We just forgot that's how he got to Indiana.
And Gasol.
And one
Mark, wasn't it?
And yeah, sure. And one boy used to play at OKC.
Ibaka.
Yeah, that one he on that team too?
I thought.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I said they had some So they had some nice talent surrounding him. So it wasn't just him. He had some players that could come with him. And I think like what you're saying, I think the biggest thing with the Lakers on what gives them a leg up on them is they got so many scoring options.
My thing with the Lakers is they have finally done something that they could have done when he first got there, talking about LeBron.
Is do what?
Put shooters around.
They have always had shooters around them.
They had shooters around them in the bubble year. When they first got there, up until they won the championship with the bubble, and then it's like everybody left for the money.
J.R. Smith.
Everybody left for the money, man.
Didn't J.R. Smith for the Lakers?
No.
Okay, I'm still thinking Cleveland. So he had...
Well, yes, he was. They brought him in. Yes, they did.
He did? Okay,
they did bring him in. You're right. He didn't play that much, but they did bring him in.
But you had Caldwell Pope, Bubble, which won the championship.
Wasn't it Brown, too?
Yep.
Yeah.
So what I will
Rondo,
say...
He had a lot of
good players around him.
Yeah.
I think that what's now is that you've made a weakness a strength in reference to where I can play good offense and just be better on defense. You won't be good defensively, like, I'm just gonna just stop people.
But
I'm gonna be good enough. But you can be good enough to win. To win.
Hold on. In all fairness, D. Before LeBron got hurt, before Hashimura got hurt, before Vanderbilt got hurt.
Before he came back, because he was already.
Well, okay.
Hey, I know I'm talking.
No, he was, though.
Right.
But and there's another cat, I can't think of his name. Now,
Cam Reddish.
Before all these boys got hurt, you know what I'm saying? The Lakers were the number 2 team in the damn NBA.
Yeah, that was early. That was last year. At some point, they was top 5 for a while too with all them same players.
What I'm saying is defensively, because everybody thought that they were gonna fall off hard because of Luka. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's how they made that move and got to be number 2 in the West, because they were the number 1 defensive team since that trade. You know what I'm saying? So, I say, now, technically, if everybody come back healthy, that's why I was saying, everybody come back healthy. I mean, come on now. They play defense good enough to kind of stall everybody else. Shea gonna get his. But when you got down...
they don't have a lot of offensive weapons. That's why I keep saying y'all can outscore them just like how y'all beat them, because y'all got 3 people that can give you 30 every night. But you know what I'm saying? They don't. But
that's my whole gripe. Like, who can outscore us in the West if everybody is on? Because just think about it, man. LeBron had like 9 points at halftime, man, and we was up 24. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, because a lot of times he's a better facilitator in certain situations.
Yeah, certain situations. And then when everybody else went cold, that's when he started doing his thing, and he was able to help maintain the lead.
The only other team I think could score with y'all.
Because the thing about it is they can play they ain't the best defensive team now, but I'm just saying.
To my mind, there's a bunch of good defensive teams in the
league,
in the West.
Period.
I think a lot of your better defensive teams are in the East.
Yeah, I can go.
You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
Not saying that we're all, but I think the better of the defensive teams are slated all in the East. A lot of the West is like, shotgun. We just shooting it and going. It's like I feel like the East can be considered defensively like the SEC. And I can feel it like the West can be offensive, considered like the Big 12 or Pac 12, where it's just run and shoot, run a gun, throw the ball over the field, shoot. You know what I mean? So, but I don't feel like, even looking at the field, only team I think that could really score with y'all, if everybody on from both teams, y'all on and they on, is Golden State.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Because Steph will drop a 60 piece on you,
and then
Jimmy Butler drop a 40 piece on you on the low. You know what I'm saying? In the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Because we already know he play around into the playoffs and he lock in.
The thing about it is this, though.
And that gives Steph ability to get off the bench. Same thing with LeBron.
But let's just be real, though, D. I agree with you on what you said about Golden State, but the thing about it is I still don't think Golden State got enough, because in my opinion, that guy with the foreign last name, whatever.
Who?
Porzingis or whatever his name for Golden State. When the
little license, talking about the little.
He shot all. Yeah, he shot all them threes.
Yeah.
I think he shot like 12, something like that. So it's like,
I know what you're talking about.
He's not gonna shoot like that on a regular.
He's like a DiVincenzo type of player. So that's why I said they know how to go and get the type players that kind of match what they need. Shooters, running gunners that can put it up and shoot a decent percentage when they do so. You know what I mean?
Right.
Don't need a lot of time to get the shot up. Don't need a lot of space to get the shot up. I think they teach that in Golden State, because that's how quick Steph get his shot off.
Well, not only do they teach that, they really and truly look for that.
Right, that's their offense. You know what I mean? Yeah. They like to run around, get around screens, and keep you off of their best players so you can't body them up. But if the game is running gun up and down the floor, if I put Golden State and LA on the floor, if it's up and down the floor, I'm going to have to give it to Golden State. If it's a half-court game, I'm going to have to give it to the Lakers. Because half-court, I don't believe nobody could check LeBron one-on-one, kind of check Luka one-on-one, because the way you're not checking him, even if he can pass out and get a three, that's, to me, not checking him.
It's funny you said that, because I think we're at our best when we're actually running the floor, though.
I think, but I'm saying it's a whole game. If the game is at a fast pace, the whole game. The only reason I say that, because it'll put, Luka's not a real physical, physically, I feel like his fatigue ain't that up. The boy look like a snooker working down the street, you know what I mean? So then LeBron, being that he's older, we all know he's in tip-top shape, but he's just older. So in reference to that, rest of your team young, like AR-15, Kinnick, Finney-Smith, you know what I mean? Hayes. The rest of your team is young.
Big up to my little cousin came off the bench and shot a 3.
Who that?
Bronny.
Bronny hit one the other night.
Yeah.
I ain't even see it, man. All right, Brian. But yeah, so I think that, y'all young in a lot of the places where you need to be, but you're experienced / a little veteran in some of the more important places as well. But so this is gonna be, I feel like, one of the better playoffs to watch. Like, I don't usually watch playoffs, period.
For the West?
I'm gonna tell you why I say period.
The East ain't gonna get good until the Eastern Conference.
I don't know though.
Man, please.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
Y'all top heavy over there. It's
So,
Cleveland and Boston. That's it.
So
You could have said Milwaukee, but boy got hurt.
Who got hurt?
Dang.
Yeah, he out.
You know what I'm saying?
Then you got
New York, trash.
But remember, we didn't see Giannis winning without Dame.
Philly, trash.
Philly ain't even in it. We ain't even talking about Philly. Philly out of it.
I'm just saying.
So this is your names in it. You got us and Boston that's sitting at the top 1 and 2.
It's sad that
you got
the third best team in the East in the playoffs this year is going to be Detroit.
No.
When it comes to watching them, because it's a new team, they young. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still going to say, I'm going to kind of give it I'm going to go a little different. I'm going to say Orlando.
Okay, well.
You know what I'm saying? If I say a new team,
I can't argue with that. Yeah.
But you got New York will be slated against Detroit. Indiana.
Let's go Detroit. Bad boy back.
Indiana, Milwaukee.
Orlando. Indiana win.
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yeah, this should play in. Atlanta.
Orlando win.
Chicago, Miami. So those will be your play-in.
Chicago beat Miami.
Yeah, I think Chicago could beat Miami. Chicago been shooting crazy over these last couple games.
Yeah.
Because I know they shot y'all hearts out with that Josh Giddey from the half court the other night.
And they've been on fire ever since, though.
Yeah, so I will give them that. So, I'm
come out with it, man. Shit.
I still think y'all top heavy, man. Cause Dallas, what we talking about Dallas, bro? Come on.
Man, I ain't talking about Dallas.
Sacramento.
I know they busted up.
Think about it. They don't need two.
Yeah, but we still got more teams though. You got
two or three. Two of your teams are teams that we're not even thinking about. Houston is like your new team to watch because that's Ime.
I wasn't even talking about them.
You know what I'm
saying? Look. You still got L.A.
You got the Lakers.
You got Denver.
Yeah.
You got the Clippers.
Yeah.
You got Golden State.
Yeah.
And you got OKC.
Right.
Them 5 teams that you can say that are going to be worth watching to compete to come out the West.
And you got the two other teams. You got two. I will give you 2 more because I think these will be the 2 teams.
Who that?
Will be that need to come out to play in.
Who that?
Will be Minnesota.
Yeah, Ant-Man.
And Memphis.
Yeah. But I just figured that by the time they get through fighting in the play-in, soon as they hit the actual playoff, they're going to be on fumes.
Yeah.
And I ain't saying that they ain't good teams, but
think about it, bro.
They are. I agree. That's 7 teams. You can't name about 3 or 4 in the East.
Think about it. You playing 2 teams in the play-in in the West that don't have 2 of their best players, so those games not even gonna really be hard because. The only thing I don't like the way it's set up, like Minnesota got to play Memphis. So whoever win that one going to be your 7. Okay, cool. But then you'll drop down and whoever lose that will play either Sacramento or Dallas, which one they should win that game.
Sacramento.
You see what I'm saying? Sacramento should lose.
I don't know.
Because they ain't got Fox no more. They ain't got nobody but Sabonis. No, Fox played with San Antonio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying they don't even have number Sabonis. Only reason they're still there because they didn't get a chance to fall far enough from when they lost him. Because the West has been kind of.
I mean, hell, Dallas ain't got nobody but AD, and it ain't promised he gonna play.
That's my point. That's what I'm saying. Those 2 teams are gonna be 2 teams that they should be able to just walk over in Minnesota and Dallas. Minnesota.
That's still more teams than the East.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
That's why I said the East top heavy.
Yeah, because I saw
we all know who the best 2 teams.
Yeah, Cleveland and Boston.
That's it. Ain't nobody else worth naming.
Now, only reason you can't give the Knicks no props is because they ain't been really doing that.
They ain't gonna do nothing.
So
they got rid of too many damn players.
Now they just lost too many centers, so many in the middle.
They lost too many shooters. So Demon Shinzo and all them, they got rid of too many players for Big Cat. They should have kept what they had.
But 4 games left. We gonna see.
See, Murder.
Yo,
you got some hitters
for sure. For sure.
Let's get it.
Let me get y'all thoughts on the Ja Morant situation. Is Ja wilding?
Yeah, he wilding.
What
bro.
we call people like Ja in the shop.
Okay.
We call him D.A.N.
D.A.N?
D.A.N.
D.A.N?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
How long we been on air?
Long enough.
Dumbass nigga. That's what it stands for.
Yeah.
Because he's a dumbass nigga, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give him that.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Look, you already done got caught being speculated with guns and having a bean.
You
you
showed the
them.
gun.
Having a
You saw the
I'm
gun.
trying to give him credit because of
I ain't
life.
giving him a goddamn thing.
But I'm just saying,
I ain't giving him a goddamn thing, but the gun he had in his goddamn hand.
all right.
Shit.
Motherfucking had a beam on the damn visiting team
on
bus.
the players on the bus.
Like,
but then you wild out and go do the double hand, gun up, Glock, switchy poo.
no, bro, they said they got online where he done did it about 40 sometimes this season, like this month. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did it to like a player, I think it was Portland, and he just kept doing this shit till the nigga was like, nigga, fuck you, and did it back. You know what I'm saying? See, it's like, man, look, bro.
But that's
they
the
done got
gun
hip,
culture,
my
man.
nigga.
They done made it a gun
They
culture.
got hip. Like, you can't wipe your nose. They know what that shit mean. Look, they got little kids.
You know that's a
that
fine
are watching y'all, man.
For real, the nose
Yeah, do you know that, right?
What?
The nose
Oh, I didn't
What?
tell y'all that shit.
I already know. I know.
Yeah, so I think in college, I think it's college football.
Yeah.
You can't celebrate with the wipe your nose.
It's all of them.
My
I
thing
don't
is
think
this.
you can do it in the NFL now, just like you can't do the gun thing with
Think
the
about it. The new celebration is
NBA.
everything that's got gun or strap. You know, you got strap season where it's strapped.
Yeah.
Strap. You know what I'm saying? That's the new thing. So I'm like, everybody's made a gun culture ever since the what you call the drill music. At first we were trap music.
Hey,
Bounce a dope.
Boosie had stick in the car challenge.
What the hell is that? Gun in the car?
Stick in the car.
stick in the car.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Show
stick in-
your shit, nigga.
Oh, at least you're in the car.
Yeah.
That's cool. I ain't got mad at you in the car. Show
Nah,
shit.
No,
No.
it's not. It's not.
No.
No.
Well, but see, this is the thing though. This is just a new era.
Yeah, that's why I
I'm
said.
just surprised.
Remember, it was
that
trap
Boosie,
music with us.
You know what I'm saying? Because Boosie is an older G.
He is still trying to stay relevant.
But-
He got his son that's right there that keeping him in that.
But most
know what I'm
folk
saying?
our age we don't want you to know we got nothing.
Oh, I ain't gonna let you know nothing till
You know
my
what
mama
I'm
told
saying?
me, my uncle told
You
me a
don't
long time
show
ago,
shit.
cause you don't pull out your
Because you letting this man know that you
your
ready.
gun. Listen, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, your gun is like your dick. Okay,
don't show it
You
until
don't
you're
pull it
ready.
unless you finna use it, my
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
You hear me? Do you hear me?
Yeah.
So unless you see fire, you won't see mine. You got me? All right. You feel me? You feel me? So that's just it in reference to that part. So I'm gonna just say, John, you gotta just use better judgment on this,
Dan.
bro. And quit being
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan.
That's a damn
sure.
shame.
Because you
That's the
finna
name
let
of
these,
this
man, you finna mess. They already talking about trade. You the face of a franchise,
Okay.
man. Now they talking about trading you.
One thing I want to
Come on,
jump
bro.
on
Chill out.
before we get on about we talked about it last time, and now I watched it. Now I watched this Kanye shit y'all been talking about.
Hold on, before we get off basketball,
Okay.
real quick. Shout out to Carmelo for
Oh yeah, shout out to
For the Hall of
Carmelo
Fame.
for the Hall of Fame first ballot.
Yeah,
Also, man, shout out to my main man, pause, no Diddy, Dwight Howard. Bro, big shout out, dog.
Why are you shouting?
First ballot Hall of Famer, bro.
Oh, okay.
First ballot Hall of Famer.
Did he just get scammed out of some money?
I don't give a fuck.
Well, my thing is this.
You got, I got love for Dwight Howard, bro. Dwight Howard.
I ain't look.
Dwight Howard made it to where defense and rebounding got you into the Hall of Fame. That motherfucker couldn't score.
Okay.
He couldn't shoot shit.
I thought defense and rebounding getting you into the Hall of Fame
Only
was
how-
what Dennis Rodman did.
Right, but you only got a handful of players in that was truly that's going to be in the Hall of Fame that we could say that were only rebounding defenses. We can go to players like, I don't even know if he in there like Meta World Peace. If he go in, we gonna know that he wasn't a scorer. Defense and what he was, we know that. Ben Wallace, same thing. Dennis Rodman, same thing. You know what I mean? You're gonna have players that were never known for scoring, but they were purely defense rebound guys. That's what I'm saying. We already know that. Dwight Howard wasn't never a scorer. All he did was block shots, catch lobs, dunk, and rebound the ball. He was first ballot Hall of Famer.
You really think he?
Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Bro, at one point in time, cuz you wasn't going in the paint behind him, bro. I'm gonna give him that. I'm gonna give Dwight Howard for a 2 to 5 year player. I want to say 2 to 5 years.
I'm not saying he wasn't a good player, but
Bro. Top 75.
I don't know if he was good enough to be in the Hall, G.
What?
Like, for real, that's just my opinion, man. He a bad man now, but
Bruh, so you
first-ballot at that?
Hell yeah.
Shit.
Bruh, for real, bruh. You really ain't gonna get Dwight Howard that bad. Are you serious, bro? So you tell me right now that you really don't believe Dwight Howard was a Hall of Famer? Bruh. 8-time All-Star. You don't get this. 5-time first All-NBA. 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. 5-time rebounding leader. 2-time block champion. And he got him a ring, bro.
He got a ring. With who?
You.
Sure did.
Fuck you, man.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was the year you had Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee. That's a bubble boy.
In the bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, that man, he loved his ring so much.
That's
that boy
an
went.
asterisk ring.
Stop.
I'm gonna give them the.
It's an
I'm gonna asterisk it right.
ring.
I'm gonna asterisk it as the hardest championship ever to win. I'm gonna give them that. The reason why I'm gonna say they won a championship think about
Them
this, bro.
niggas do that, bro.
So you
They
would
do that type of stuff. That was nothing.
So you think being locked in
to
like
me,
that?
To me, that was like the equivalent of Jordan having the dream team practice against some of the backup squad.
So you don't think it gave no, more of a hard level of being locked in, couldn't leave, couldn't see your family, couldn't do nothing?
No home
You don't
field
think that
advantage.
no home field advantage, no crowd, nobody to bring you up, bring you down, nothing? Nobody
Just-
nothing.
Just sheer skill.
Some of your players not playing.
Majority of their time is not on the court in front of fans. Is doing skill drills, doing all that type of stuff.
Right. But I'm just saying.
I mean, I don't see that as like that's like scrimmage, bro. It's literally scrimmage, bro.
I see. I can kind of see what you're saying. Though. I can kind of see.
As a person that don't watch basketball as often, that was more of a scrimmage, and I seen scrimmages. So I give it. It's still competitive.
I see what you're saying because it's still
competitive
because of the crowd. You don't get an atmosphere. It's just y'all just in there because they were having like cutouts and they were having.
They had people there.
They had the crowd.
It was only
family members.
Virtual.
It was they were virtual crowd members. Go back and look at it.
They had their family there too though.
The family it was only
the players.
Yeah, they was in that small section. But the people that were behind them, they were people that was winning contests and they were sitting virtual seats watching.
Like they did for the WWE every Monday.
Exactly. So
yeah.
But I'm still gonna stand with you and say they won the hardest championships at that time. Okay. I'm gonna give them that one.
I ain't gonna say it was the hardest, but it was the championship.
It was up there.
They played the season, and everybody
They made adjustments as they needed to.
Yeah.
To keep the fans,
No doubt.
engaged and stuff like that. So I'm never mad at it.
So I just think it. I think it was.
If that's the Whites one championship,
I still don't think that's I don't think he.
I'm
did
with you.
enough to
You know what I'm
win.
saying?
Not first ballot.
Yeah.
Like, man, let that nigga sweat about a couple of times.
No,
then
bro.
put him in there. But he wasn't no Denny Rodman nigga. He did.
Bruh,
he did.
so
what
you don't
he
think
did
him
now.
being our defensive?
He did what he did now, but
Hold on.
once he left Orlando, that nigga there was like in limbo for a long time.
So you gonna tell me? Okay.
Other
so let's
than
pull
when he
this up.
went to
Let's pull this up.
L.A.
So you said Dennis Rodman is Hall of Famer, right? He was on the Defensive Player of the Year twice. Dwight Howard did 3 times. Now he was on a championship team. He got 5 rings. Dwight was on team with Jordan. You know what I'm saying? He was All NBA. He was only 2-time All NBA third team. Dwight Howard was All NBA first team 4 times.
I mean,
You see what I'm saying? So he's
They
going
tit for tat.
now. One thing he did now, Dennis Rodman beat him in rebound because Dennis Rodman did a 7-time rebound champion. Dwight Howard was 5. So I'll give him that. But I say everything else is kind of tit for tat.
But that was the mile marker.
Shit, I think Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman was the mile marker. So he kind of.
So
Yes.
and I
took
think
some
Dennis
things, you know what
averaged
I'm
more points when he was with Detroit.
Yeah,
because he scored. He scored in Detroit
than he did in Chicago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would
that
give
nigga
him
that
that.
only gave you about 10 and 10. If he had a good night, he might have gave you 15 and 20.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
You
he
know what I'm
wasn't
saying?
doing it like that. Like he said, alley-oop action. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
They weren't setting up no play to give him the ball down low. Hell
Yeah,
no.
you know what I'm saying? So even Dwight Howard, he didn't get that. Dwight Howard was lobs.
He was the
He was like
ultimate
Kenya
hustler.
Martin, like a lob guy. He was pure.
That's what I was talking about.
Like
Dwight
lob
Howard.
guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I would give Dwight Howard his props on this one. Why? Because we know he wasn't a scoring option. We know he didn't shoot threes. He didn't have a jumper. It was purely hook shots and lobs and blocks and rebounds.
He'll let you have that.
Yeah,
I'll tell
well,
you.
shout out to Dwight.
Shout out to Dwight Howard, bro.
All right,
No
let's
doubt.
get into the Kanye real quick.
Kanye,
man.
bro. Now I did watch that shit, bro, and I saw him.
With the stream?
No, I watched the stream. I watched the video when he was standing in front of him. He was in the full fucking black shit. Now I saw y'all some of the stream. No, I saw him where academic. They was face to fucking face.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, hell yeah. So Kanye, bro. He got some valid points though. Some of his shit has a little bit. He glazes across
that's
validity.
what people are saying. It's
He
like
glazes across validity and goes and blows out obscenity like that.
eat the meat, spit out the fat
Right.
type of shit.
You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
But it's a lot of bullshit.
it's a lot of bullshit you got to skim through to get to the
Yeah.
good shit. Like he's
Yeah.
going way past Charleston White level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he has a little bit of facts. I'm like, well, damn, that do make sense, but god damn, why you gotta say it like that? You know what I'm saying? Like they always say, it's garbage can lid. I always call them, like, if you give me a mistake on the plate or you give it on the garbage can lid, it's how you take it. It's how you give it. So if you give it to me differently, I can take it and absorb it differently. But it's what you give and think about it. First of all, you standing up in this damn whole fucking get up. I'm taking you seriously like that. But
I ain't taking you
I
serious,
understand
nigga.
what your sentiment behind it is.
Yeah.
But how am I taking you serious? I know what you're trying to portray. I get it. I truly do. I get it, but
I think
why?
some things are lines that you shouldn't cross.
right. You see what I'm saying? You could have done that in a different
And
way. You could have
that's
used a
one
different
that-
type of giddy
hey.
up. You could have put on blackface. You could have put on anything else but that. You see me?
I think the
Is it
blackface
any
is just as
different?
bad as what he did, though.
Is it any different if Dave Chappelle did it? For
Yeah.
the sake of a skit?
In a skit for the skit waste.
What if
It took differently. I believe that. I believe it. I believe it would.
It ain't. It ain't.
Would
no
you take it
it
differently?
ain't no difference?
It ain't no
So
difference.
you
no
wouldn't. So if they,
It ain't no
if
difference. I
Dave-
didn't think about that,
if Dave
man.
Chappelle did it in a skit and the way he did it,
He
you would-
has done it in the skit. Why you don't know?
Kanye is always he claims to be a troll.
yeah, he's
So
always
in a lot of ways, I think that he's
trolling.
he's trolling.
Right, that's why I say he got his Charleston White, but he's going a little further with it.
Yeah.
At
You
the
feel
end
what
of
I'm
the
saying?
day, he's doing what he's doing to become relevant again.
Right, that's what
all.
Kanye's always done is come with some kind of rant when you ain't listening to him.
how long that memory of Dave Chappelle playing that character has lived. It's
It ain't
20
gonna never
plus
die.
years.
It ain't gonna never die.
So what do
Yeah.
you think he's trying to do?
Same thing.
Stay relevant.
It ain't gonna never
forever?
die.
Yeah.
I mean, that
You
was
know
the
what I'm
whole.
saying?
That was the whole point of Samuel. It wasn't no difference in Samuel character, Dave Chappelle character. Got a black man that's been on Uncle Tom.
Just like the Dave Chappelle,
Doing whatever it take.
when he played in Django, same thing.
Yeah.
That's
And that's what it's based off of. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So
Any more hitters?
Nah, man, where we going next?
We're going right up into this Final
All
Four
right,
since
now
we
check
have
this.
a national
Now, all right.
championship game tonight.
now let me
We
say this.
have the Florida Gators
Fuck them.
versus the Houston Cougars.
Man.
Okay.
Wait a minute, D.
What happened?
Before you start your rant, the question of the day is,
Mm-hmm.
do you still want us to call you Big Blue?
Motherfucking right.
Okay, let's go
I
Big
ain't
Blue.
going
All right,
nowhere.
let's go Big Blue.
Big Blue.
Tell us what's on your
guess what I'ma
mind, Big
tell
Blue.
Big Blue?
Blue.
Fuck you.
Huh? Which one?
Both of them.
Oh, God.
Let me tell you something. Auburn, I'm going to start with you because y'all the less of the evil. Bruce Pearl, man, you got problems. You don't know how to judge, boy. Now, am I going to say that the game was called efficiently, consistently? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say that game was called the most consistently inconsistent, which made it consistently inconsistent.
But D,
Okay.
D, hold on now. Hold that thought now. Because since you said that, I got to ask you this because you said it out your mouth, your damn self.
I sure will.
Auburn goes on spurts where they just don't score.
I'll agree.
Between 2 and 4 minutes worth.
2 to 7. I'm going to take it higher than that. I watched it.
Okay, now my question to you is this. Sometimes you just, it's not the coach sometimes though, right? Sometimes it's just the players. All he can do is call the play and put them in the right position. If they're not making the plays, you kind of, this is something that if you have seen, we already know Brewston seen.
Okay, I'm gonna go with that.
You feel me? Like maybe it's just something that this team here. I don't think
he adjusted for the officiating because the officiating would get tight and it get loose. It didn't have consistency where it was tight, where it was close, where it was officiated the whole time. If you go back and look at the very beginning of that game, not Houston, but I was saying who did Auburn play? I can't even get it in my head. Florida couldn't do nothing. We could play official. We could play really effective physical defense to where we could jump passes, I think we had 4 steals in the first 5 minutes of the game. So, boom. We only had one turnover in the first 14 minutes of the first half. We had one at the very end of it. So we had 2 turnovers in the first half total. We was able to play the efficient defense. It wasn't a foul deficiency where I felt like they called too many fouls, even though they got 22 to our 17, so I think that's foul. But it was the timing. Right at the beginning of the second half is right when you got tight, which when you call all front fouls on both of our guards, which got all your guards with 3 fouls, take your physical defense away. So now you can no longer play physical defense, but they didn't call it tight on both sides. So Florida was still able to play physical defense. So it took one side away, and now we wasn't getting called. I was watching Janai Broome get knocked to the floor. Pettiford go to the floor, no call. I'm not like, even with me, before I even got to to go into my rant, I'd already looked on one of the spots and everybody was saying the same thing. And it was even people that didn't have a dog in the fight. They were saying that both games was kind of refereed the same way, even with getting to Duke. Duke started off that first game. Guess what? Houston couldn't do nothing. Because we both know Houston and Florida is one-player games. If their boy number 1 for Florida ain't getting off, they're going to lose. If the boy number 4 ain't getting off for Houston, they're going to lose. So both teams were able to play physical defense on those and keep them where they didn't look efficient and wasn't efficient at all. But once those timely fouls came in and where you could no longer play physical defense, that's when everything changed. So then we're not deep. We only go 7 players deep. I think maybe 7, 8 on a real good day. Because we know they're going 10, we're going to say 9 to 10 deep. So I definitely believe fatigue played a big foul, big hand. So it is what it is. I'm always going to say is this great game, but I don't believe that either team on both sides gave a fair shot with the refereeing. That was bullshit. But hey, it is what it is.
But let's be fair. At the end of each game, I go with you. The calls were here and there. Let's say that. But the game was tight at the end of the game.
Yeah, I agree.
And to be honest, Auburn could have won just like Duke could have won.
Auburn could have won. Duke was supposed to win. But he was up, I think it was 5 or 6 with 32 seconds left. And you can't get the fucking ball inbounded correctly?
I got a question for you.
You supposed to lose the game.
I got a question. In your opinion, did Cooper flag just nut up?
No.
I'm not going to put it on Cooper.
Put a mic up.
I'm not going to give it to
When
Cooper.
I say that, though, I'm saying
because I would give it to him.
Last play of the game.
He made a good shot. He had a good shot, good look. He just shorthanded it. I'm not going to take nothing away from him, bro. No. He had a good open look, good shot, just shorthanded. Because he was fading. Good D, good contest. I ain't going to take nothing away from him. I ain't going to say he nutted up. Now, he didn't hit the shot. But, nah. Now I nutted up if he like lost the ball. Like that one game when we lost against, Kansas when he got us 2 turnovers at the end, 30 seconds, and we lost that game because of his 2 turnovers. He nutted up.
I got you.
You know what I mean? That's nutting up. He's nutted up before. Now he did nut up. He just didn't execute.
He just didn't have the help.
That's it. Nah, he had the help. He just didn't. Now Knupu went flat on me.
That's what I was going to say.
He did not. And
he
then,
opened up the flow because 14
Knupu couldn't hit.
Slasher.
Right. And Zion James that you talking about, he wasn't what he was after he took that hard foul back of the head on the ground, which should have been a foul that wasn't even called. Because you bodied him before you touched the ball. He go back to the back of the ground, head hit the court. I don't think he was the same after that. Because he stayed out for maybe a couple minutes, came back. I don't believe the same.
Even still, though, it's like y'all went up on them boys, and
they weren't supposed to lose that game.
They
weren't
supposed to lose.
I'm gonna just say it like that. You know what I mean? And
but
it is what it is.
Big ups to Houston for fighting,
so
not giving up, playing through it.
Big up to Duke for playing the game. I ain't bigging up nothing but Big Blue, baby. Rest of y'all can fall to the wayside. Yeah, nah.
Who you got tonight?
Nobody.
Yes, you do. Who
Nobody.
you picking?
Nobody.
If you had to say who gonna win tonight,
the refs. I'm going with the zebra. The zebras. I'm with the zebra, man.
Florida win.
I'm with the zebra, baby.
Florida win.
I'm with the zebra, baby.
They win their third.
Well, we'll see. I ain't hating on him. He came from Auburn, so hey, whoever your name is, dude. But I still think I don't think y'all that good. I'm not impressed with him. I'm not. Because both games, they were supposed to lose 2 games. And I believe the refs got them back in both games. Because that game when they was down with forever against, I forgot who they was playing. The game before that, I say Houston beat them by 30.
Hell no. Houston can't even score that good. Dude.
Yeah, it don't matter.
I know their defense legit.
That's what I'm saying. It don't look like it matters right at this point.
Nah, that dude.
If I had to make a choice right now, I'll be honest to say that Houston by 15.
Florida win because they got the best point guard in the game. Florida win in a close game.
I say Houston wins by
8.
double digits because they're going to completely take him out of the game. I think their defense.
But you could take him out of the game.
They ain't got nothing else.
Yes, they do.
Man, stop.
They do.
Stop, bro.
He's
the only player. I think they say he was the first player ever to score 30 points in back-to-back rounds in the tournament. So yeah, he is their it. That's what I'm saying. I think so. He goes, so they go.
And I think he's gonna go.
You know what I mean? I think Houston has enough bodies.
He on that level. He's on that level as a Cooper Flay.
Oh fuck no.
No, I'm saying he's a actual stud nigga.
Nah,
man.
I think he got the benefit of some great calls of creating contact.
Man,
but in reference to that, nah, I'm not gonna give him that at all. I think he's able to create contact, get to the line, and facilitate enough to make them.
He can shoot the 3 too.
No, he hits some bad shots. Let's just say that he takes some bad shots. He just hits them. So that because guess what? We missed those shots.
Ain't bad shots if he hitting them. D.
They are bad shots, bro.
D, you hating on them now?
No, I'm not because the same shots Mark Shears was missing was what he.
And them bad shots.
But he hit them. He hit them the other game 15 on. But then the next game he missed.
But I'm saying though, Mark Shears go on shooting slumps,
and he does
longer than that guy does.
But he,
I'm not saying that guy don't, but everybody know Mark Shears be shooting too damn deep and too much.
Like I said, the only thing
that boy that don't do it nowhere near Mark Shears.
He does it, but he'll hit a couple more than Shears. But I'm gonna say Shears will. If one of them is on, if both of them is on, I think Shears can shoot better. If he's on, if he on against him, I'm taking Shears behind the line. It's just me. If he on, I would take the other guy within finishing because I think he can finish in around the rim better than Shears. Cause I think Shears just not a good finisher. You know what I mean? He's kind of a low, kind of a Steph Curry type finisher to me. But if you give me one of the other on, I'll take him.
See, Murder. Got any more hitters for us?
Nah, not really. Give me let's do some what ifs.
What ifs?
Okay, so I got a
what if LeBron wins this championship at age 40?
Okay, if he does.
That's what if. That's all.
All right, and I'm going to say what if he does.
His legacy is already cemented.
No, I don't believe that.
No, it's not.
I'm going to be honest
You don't
with you.
think so?
I don't think so. I don't
Too many haters.
Yeah, and I'm agreeing with him.
Because of that symbol right there on his chest and
I ain't
the
gonna
other
lie.
23, people don't want to let go.
Bro.
But
His
for him to...
legacy is cemented.
So let me ask you a question.
It's cemented.
So give you a what if kind of, and I was gonna do something different.
Finish yours first.
I'm gonna say something, but I'm gonna patch on top of yours too.
Okay.
If I don't believe it's cemented because he has what, 4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I definitely don't believe it's cemented because people are actually deciding to want to put Steph Curry in the GOAT or GOAT-ish type of conversation because he has 4. Even though 2 of them I don't believe belong to him.
And he's the greatest shooter of all time.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe they belong to him. I say they belong to KD. So that's why I never will put Steph in my GOAT conversation ever. I don't give a damn fuck what he do.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah, I would never do it. Because you will never tell me there's never been a GOAT that took second place.
He's a
to
GOAT
anybody.
in his own right.
In a shooting realm.
Yeah,
Are we
in
talking
his own
shooting?
right.
In his own
Oh,
right.
baby, we talking about shooting that thing? Ain't nobody touching
And
it.
I think that's the conversation.
Yeah,
is
but we
like
talking about
they're
greatest
all,
player?
They all GOATs in their
Their
own
own
right.
Right. I'll give you that.
LeBron
No
is
doubt.
he's cemented just from the taking it further than Jordan.
Right. The length of it. The length of longevity of being good.
Across the board, like from media, business, all these different things
Yeah,
that he's into.
yeah.
His shoes were selling like hotcakes too. I mean,
I'm gonna give
it's
LeBron
never-
one thing that I always put him a GOAT over Jordan because of who he was. And I saw something. It was back in the day. I want to say maybe 2000 something. So the camp, there was a Jordan camp. Chris Paul was out there. You know, he had the kids and everything, right? And Chris Paul was trying to give away some Jordans to the kids. Feel me? How you think a kid would have felt to get some Jordans from Jordan? Jordan standing right there
Yeah,
for free. Oh, man.
yeah, for
In
sure.
this camp. And the thing was, if Jordan went up to, it was a shooting challenge for Jordan. Where if Jordan hit this many shots, or if he missed, they would get the shoes. What you think Jordan did?
Hit
Near them all.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I've seen so many times where, and that's why I give like Steph, that's why I put them at GOAT statuses, being who they are. Like Steph and LeBron. This is why I put them at GOAT status. I remember watching the game, like the halftime. And it was a girl shooting a little thing to try to get like a 25,000. And they were shooting in a little small hole. And she was shooting that motherfucker. And she was missing that bitch. Steph watching that bitch. Steph sitting on the bench. She shot that last one. Ran out there. She was shooting at the little money. He ran out there, caught that bitch, and threw it in the big money. You feel what I'm saying? Like LeBron was like the same little boy was like doing the same thing. The little boy shot the free throw, shot a little shot, and he was on a time. And he needed one more shot. He wasn't gonna get it. He had shot a wedgie. What LeBron come out do? Come boop, knock that bitch right back down so you can get that shit. You know what I'm saying? And LeBron only wears shoes in games one time. He does not wear games.
Sometimes he changed at halftime.
Yeah, so he said because he values his shoes being tight. So he never wears a pair of shoes twice in the game. I've never seen Jordan give a pair of shoes away to anybody. Game worn like that. And he does it consistently and have always done it. So that type of behavior, what I would give you being a GOAT, is because I'm going to put him in so many other places of playing, being the fact he ain't never been on no shit. May probably have. So then with LeBron being in the social media age where it's so hard to catch you doing bullshit, he ain't caught doing bullshit. Even though he probably hiding it, don't give a fuck, but you ain't caught me, nigga slicking it all around there, baby.
Look, this is the
Feel me?
thing.
So that's where he get GOAT status to me at.
Jordan thing is this.
You know?
He's patronizing to his fanatics.
And you know why?
And the thing about it is this. If you pay attention to what just happened in hockey.
I was just going to bring that up.
Ovechkin.
Passing Gretzky.
He passed Gretzky for the most goals scored in a career.
But I think it was one less game, though.
Something like that,
It was
yeah.
one less game or one more game. Something
But
like
the
that.
thing
Right at the same
about
amount
it
of
is,
time.
Gretzky and his whole family was there to support Ovechkin and what he did. Wasn't no hating. He sat there, congratulated him, you know what I'm saying, clapping. Hey, man, I'm glad somebody else broke the record.
They culture different than
blah, blah,
ours,
blah,
bro.
blah, blah. But then when it comes to
Anybody surpassing you?
surpassing Jordan, oh, no, not my favorite. I mean, but he clearly has better numbers.
But you know what it's about, though, bro? See, this about. Let me tell you something. I love Jordan to death, but we know it's about this right here.
Is it?
Because I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why the old heads don't go at him on camera. Because they get them fucking boxes of shoes coming to their fucking house before they fucking drop. They fucking Jordan endorsed, like Stack 5 and all the motherfuckers who get shoes when they drop. Big Perk said the same thing. He said I used to get Jordans, all that shit before they drop. First time I said LeBron was my GOAT, them boxes stopped. The motherfucker listening, bro. He's the biggest bitch on the fucking planet, man. He's the biggest bully ever in basketball history, bro. He was a supplanted person to beat and to hold the NBA to push them higher. That's why I keep telling everybody. He was a NBA plant. You go back and look and you watch the fucking film. Jordan got cooked, but you keep telling me he was a defensive player of the year. Fucking win. But I done seen him get cooked. Everybody ate on Jordan watch, bro. Who he stopped getting a championship to? Bird? No, he ain't never beat him.
Well, I saw a dude online that said that and if you think about it, Jordan has never, ever beat a dynasty team.
He lost to the Lakers dynasty, Detroit dynasty. Hell, he couldn't even beat Boston. Hell, he couldn't even beat the fucking Orlando Magic with Shaq and Penny. They were sweeping him in the first round.
But then when everybody that had a dynasty fell off,
old.
He beat them, and when he got to the finals, everybody that he played were pretty much poo pie. Like
poo pie, bro.
Portland,
trash. They were old by the
Phoenix, trash.
You playing in the Eastern Conference Finals, playing Craig Elo.
Utah,
come on, man.
Trash. I mean, come on, man. Like the West was down, and he was really, you know.
Right, if you go look at Jordan record, bro, some of those records, bro, they were barely over 500. They wasn't winning like 70 games, 6. They weren't blowing it out. Even with those 2 years he retired, the next year when Jordan left, they only won one less game without him. One less game.
Well, they went to the
went to the playoffs.
Finals.
Went to the finals.
Eastern Conference
Finals without him. So that's why I say I ain't got nothing against him, but I just say, man, quit running the narrative and reference to what it is and allow greatness to be great.
I ain't got nothing against. I don't have nothing against him either.
I watched both eras, man. Jordan was great.
Yeah, I'm old enough to watch both eras. I mean, I grew up.
He was a great scorer,
because
bro.
I had cousins older than me, and that was the thing. Look, nigga, ain't no more cartoons. We finna watch Jordan.
But we had WGN.
See what shoes this nigga got on. You feel me? So like,
we watched WGN and TBS.
But the thing about it is, man, this boy is doing way more on the court.
Yeah, I mean, to me, is I really, and we're gonna wrap up in a minute, but
let's wrap
I don't understand why people hold
compare
on.
It.
Yeah, compare it and hold on to that era. So
no, listen at this, C-Murph.
You know why?
Listen at this, y'all. They compare them, and the proof is right there in their face. But then when they realize that, the only thing Jordan got better than on this boy is the rings and defensive players of the year. That's it.
But bro, the year he was supposed to win,
but LeBron is killing him on every
it was a
major
couple years that LeBron was supposed to win
category.
Defensive Player of the Year, and they gave it to somebody else.
Yeah.
I got to remember. I can't remember what year it was. It was one year where he was supposed to win one, but they gave it to somebody else.
Tim Duncan.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
It was Tim Duncan.
So I'm gonna tell you why people hold Jordan so close to the bench and they won't let LeBron be LeBron is look at the guard who's covering. These are Jordan enthusiasts. These are people that's still in the Jordan era. These are all your 40, 50, 60, 70-year-old
AKA
guys.
Stephen A.
AKA Stephen A. Smith. Yeah. So those are the guys who's gonna, laud. And you know why Stephen A. Smith hate LeBron? And I know y'all know this. I don't know if y'all know. How long LeBron been playing in the league? 22 years?
22.
He's never said his fucking name.
And he's only been able to interview LeBron
He's never
one time.
said his name once.
He's only interviewed LeBron one time, and that's when he first got up there.
One time, when he was a kid. When he was a kid.
When he first got up there and was with Cleveland.
You remember that? You remember that?
They the interview researched.
You feel me?
This week.
That's the only time you ever spoke to him.
Smack.
You can't stand him because he doesn't give you the relationship that Jordan does. You're not fucking text fucking buddies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And because the reason why you want to do that shit because you want to be accepted by him. That man LeBron could give a fuck.
I mean, that's how he rock.
And that's how he rock. And that's why he's coming in on his petty time now.
And I think that's also what make people upset. Like Jordan fans at their core, like pissed off is like LeBron is really unbothered by.
And honestly, he has no reason to be bothered by it. Because, like I said, the only reason Stephen A. Stephen A. has to understand that the only reason you exist is because people like LeBron. If you didn't have sports to talk about, why am I fucking listening to you?
And this not,
if you didn't have anything sports and through these type of shit to say to me,
let's just be
what are you
real
talking
about the
to me
situation. I mean, nigga,
that's the reason why you have a job, my boy.
Nigga, LeBron wearing 23 because he looked up to you. So, yes, you do have a lot to do with it. I mean, that's respect. If he's giving you respect, why not just give him his just due respect and be like, you know what? Hey, I can't deny it. The nigga is the king. I mean, like, but no, you shoot it down and be like, Kobe, my boy. Why? Because he emulated most of your game. You know what I mean?
But you go back to all the other old guards from even Jerry West himself. Who they ask who they go there? They're going to tell you it's LeBron. Because he had it.
LeBron wasn't a Jordan brand.
Nah. He was always Nike. He was Nike straight up.
Nike.
And that's probably another reason. He was Nike straight up. You feel what I'm saying?
They didn't give him the house like they gave Jordan.
No. See, they wasn't. See, the thing is why
they gave him the house. They weren't
going to give it to him because Jordan could give it to him because the boy was calling himself the king. Because you wasn't finna let nobody else on your brand call themselves the goddamn king.
Right.
You wasn't finna let that happen.
But Nike still blessed him with all that
$90 million off the top, baby. He wasn't even drafted yet. He wasn't even 18.
It went down.
Lifetime contract.
I don't know how true it is, but the word is a big time rapper was the one that went on and got the Hummer.
No. Tell you what happened. Nope. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Mama literally, cause they did if you go pull up, it's a video behind this shit. Mm-hmm. Him and his mama literally went to the dealership. They got that shit on face.
Gosh.
They looked at who it was, said this fucking LeBron James. They had already made the sign the contract. The money just went there.
When
they bought that shit on face.
Hummer,
face that
with the
silver
matching,
one. That silver Hummer.
With the matching remote control car.
Yeah.
That year there
and they put
was his senior year in high school.
King James on his sneakers. He had sneakers that had King James on.
They gave him a bunch of flack about him being able to get that Hummer because they're trying to figure out how in the world
they got that money.
Because of the way they living.
Yep. He wore different shoes than the team.
When Nike came back and said, yo, we finna give you a contract. He signed $90 million.
$90 million. Yeah.
He signed that contract right after he signed with Cleveland. Yep. Or he might have did both of them the same day.
No, he signed with Cleveland, then got Nike right behind. No, you right. He did Nike first.
Yeah.
They kept saying that he was worth $90 million before he even was signed in the NBA. So he signed Nike
first. When they started calling that nigga the chosen.
Then, and they was, like I said, they was wearing the regular men's shoes. His shoes would be patent leather and it had the king on them. So that's what I'm telling you. That's why I would give that man the more props. Then nobody think wasn't about looking at Jordan B. Jordan. He was just some guy. You know what I mean? This man had the highest level of expectation since he was 17,
I'm going to tell you something else
old.
that I saw online that NBA player said. And he was basically saying, think about this. I don't know if it was White Chocolate or Isaiah Thomas. I think it was Isaiah. But he was just saying, if you think about it, on every level, from high school all the way up, to the NBA, Michael Jordan had the best coach that there was. Think about it. Dean Smith was the best.
And look who
that time.
And look who else was on the fucking team with him.
Then
James Worthy?
Right.
You fucking like, dude, look
but
who was on the
then
team
you go
with.
to Chicago. The coach that they had at first.
Yeah.
He wasn't no bad
he wasn't
coach.
No slouch, but he just wasn't enjoying what he do.
Exactly. So they get rid of him. Here come Phil. Phil ends up being the best coach in the NBA at that time.
But then you go back.
LeBron ain't never had a coach on that level.
But y'all better quit playing about Jerry Reinsdorf and that motherfucking GM. Because how you think he got Pippen? How you think he kept different shooting guards and different shooting from Kerr, B.J. Armstrong, Paxson, different centers. He had a center, 13 centers. How you think he got the cool coaches? All that day. Y'all quit bullshitting on goddamn. He hated Jerry. Why? Because Jerry wanted that same fucking props because you wanted to say it was all Jordan. Fuck that, it was Jerry too. Jerry put them players next to you so you could able to win that you able to win, bro. The way you had to win, play how you wanted to play. He put the right players around you to make you great because I ain't never seen you win without Pippen. So I don't care what you say. Just like how you talking about Belichick and Brady. I don't think I could give Brady his. It's because he won, but I don't give him too much because guess what? You went to the same shit Belichick gave you was the top defense in the fucking league. So the fuck, you're not really. So I'm leaving it there.
We're finna go and kill it because it's time we have to hurry up and go and cut this out. Yeah, man. You understand? Because we got a national championship game that we got to watch.
But Once again, ladies and gentlemen,
Monday Night Raw.
I'll say Monday Night Raw. Let's be Raw. Fuck next championship. But thank you again for enjoying a great episode with us, the Kuttin Up crew.
Yeah.
And guys, you got anything else before we get up out of here?
All hail the king.
Yeah.
Go Celtics for me. And again, man, keep your likes, notifications, share, and if y'all got anything, let us know who y'all went to one of the that championship. Drop that thing in the bottom. And again, guys, we got the draft coming up, my people. 25th, live.
Keep saying the doggone 25th. I think it's the 24th.
It's the 25th, baby. I think it's Thursday. Let's make it sure.
No.
It's the 24th?
The 24th is a Thursday.
You sure?
Yeah, man.
Well, 24th. My bad. So, 24th.
Yeah.
Live.
Get your days right.
Meet me there. Matter of fact, meet me there.
And make sure you got your shit on. Rip your motherfucking team.
Yeah,
Whatever
man.
it is. Let's make this thing fun. You understand? We're going to try to,
Yeah, we're going to do it up. No doubt, man. No doubt,
Have a
man.
good
So, let's do it, guys. Like
One
I
more
said,
thing, man. I got another birthday shout out.
Oh, yeah?
Let's do it.
Who you got?
I want to say happy birthday to Queen Elizabeth, my daughter.
All right.
So happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes, sir. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for cutting up with us, man. If it was nothing else, 100.
We out.
We out here.
Peace.
Yes, sir.